Stop focusing on your KPIs for a second, because there's something happening at your job right now that has nothing to do with performance. There's a second set of rules. Invisible, unwritten, but they control everything. Your salary, your promotions, and honestly, your sanity. And the dangerous part? Nobody tells you they exist. So you keep playing fair, while someone else is playing smart. And if you don't learn these rules early, someone else will use them against you. So let me ask you something. Have you ever worked really hard, done everything right, and still got overlooked? We're all taught the same thing. Work hard, deliver results, be valuable, and merit will take care of the rest. But the moment you step into the real world, you start noticing something strange. The loud guy gets credit. The average performer gets promoted. The quiet hard worker gets more work. And you sit there thinking, what am I doing wrong? Here's the truth. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just playing the wrong game. Because the employee handbook, it's not the real rule book. The real rules are never written down. Let's break down the first one. And this one alone can change everything. This is the biggest lie in corporate life. Your work will speak for itself. No, it won't. You stay late, fix a major issue, save a project. Nobody sees it. No announcement, no spotlight, just good job. And then more work. But what if someone else talks about your work before you do? They get the credit. Not because they did it better, but because they made it visible. In the workplace, perception isn't everything, but it's close. So here's the shift. You don't brag. You document. Start doing this. Weekly updates. Here's what I completed. Highlight impact. The save time/money. CC the right people. Not for attention. For record. Because if it's not written somewhere, it basically didn't happen. But visibility alone isn't enough. Because there's another layer to this. And most people learn it the hard way. This one might sound harsh, but you need to hear it. HR is not your friend. You think, they're here to protect me. Reality? They're there to protect the company. From you. And if you walk in unprepared, you can actually hurt yourself. So what happens when you go to HR with just emotions? Nothing. Or worse, it gets documented against you. You say, my manager is treating me unfairly. They ask, when? How? Do you have proof? Silence. Feelings don't win in systems. Evidence does. So here's the move. You keep a log. Dates, conversations, screenshots, emails, short, clear, factual. Now you're not reacting. You're prepared. But even if you master visibility and protect yourself, there's still one more hidden danger. And this one comes from the people closest to you. You know this person. Friendly, curious, always asking questions. Hey, how are things with your manager? Are you happy here? Do you feel overworked? Seems harmless, right? Not always. Some people aren't connecting. They're collecting information, patterns, weaknesses. Then one day, something you said casually comes back in a meeting, or worse, through your boss. Listen carefully. Be warm with everyone, but be close with almost no one. Office friendships are real, but not that real. You don't shut down. You filter. Safe topics. Work progress. Ideas. General conversation. Avoid complaints, frustrations, opinions about people. Because the next rule is where power really shifts. And if you don't understand this, you'll keep losing battles without even knowing why. Quick one. If any of this is hitting a little too close to home, drop 100 points in the comments. You're not alone. And if you want to learn how to actually win in this system, hit subscribe. Because most people are still playing blind. All right, now let's talk about something that will completely change. How you walk into meetings forever. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a meeting, fully prepared, strong points, clear arguments, and still lost? That's not bad luck. That's not bad communication. That's because you were playing the wrong moment. You're in the meeting. You present your idea. You explain it clearly. You even defend it. But then, someone interrupts. I'm not sure that's the direction we should go. And just like that, the room shifts. You feel it immediately. Your idea is slipping away, and there's nothing you can do. But what if I told you you already lost before the meeting even started? Because real decisions don't happen in meetings. They happen before them. The meeting is just a performance, a confirmation, a formality. Before that meeting ever showed up on your calendar, conversations already happened. Side chats, quick calls, casual what do you think messages. And if you weren't part of those conversations, what chance did you really have? So here's the shift. You stop showing up to meetings to win. You start preparing to win before the meeting, before your next big meeting. Talk to key people one-on-one. Share your idea early. Ask for feedback. Adjust your approach. Now, when you walk into that meeting, you're not convincing strangers. You're confirming alignment. At that point, the meeting is just vibes and nodding. But even if you master all of this, there's one final rule that determines how far you can actually go. And most people ignore it until it's too late. This one is uncomfortable, but it's real. You stay late. You sacrifice weekends. You go above and beyond because you believe they'll remember this. They'll take care of me. But let me ask you honestly, if you left tomorrow, what would actually happen? They would replace you fast, not because you're not valuable, but because the system is designed to keep moving. And once you understand that, you stop over-sacrificing. You stop saying yes to everything. You stop tying your identity to your job. You stop believing loyalty is automatically rewarded. So what actually protects you? Your leverage. Your survival number is simple. The amount of money you need to walk away. Because the moment you know you don't need the job to survive, everything changes. You speak differently. You negotiate differently. You tolerate less. A manager pressures you. Old you? Okay, I'll handle it. New you? I'll need to review my priorities. Calm, controlled, unshaken. And do you know why? Because you're no longer operating from fear. You're operating from choice. And that's what all of this comes down to. Office politics isn't about being fake. It's about being aware, strategic, intentional. Because if you ignore these rules, you feel frustrated, confused, undervalued. But when you understand them, you feel calm, in control, sharp. So let me ask you, which of these rules did you learn the hard way? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to learn how to spot a toxic boss before you accept the job, watch this next video. Trust me, it'll save you years of stress. I'll see you there.